Tomingley Gold Operation, or TGO, is a part of Australia's $25 billion gold export industry and is 50 kilometres south of Dubbo in the Narromine Shire. The development of our gold mine cost $116 million in 2013. It required a workforce that peaked at 220 employees, and we processed around 1 million tonnes of gold-bearing ore every year. Over 4 years, we extracted ore from one of 4 open cuts, one of which was partially backfilled. We shaped the waste rock into tiers, added topsoil and seed to create a stable landscape. TGO went underground in 2019, when we developed a tunnel from the base of the open cut called Wyoming One. We created 3 openings in Wyoming One, 2 for machinery and air intake, and 1 for emergency access and exhaust. Underground mining requires specialist skills. Safety is a key focus. We maintain multiple rescue chambers in the unlikely event that an accident traps miners underground. This jumbo knocks down loose rocks before we secure the rock face with steel mesh and bolts. The mine operates around the clock with day and night shifts removing ore from the gold-bearing zones. Trucks transport the ore to the surface for processing. We locate more gold ore through exploration with the diamond drill. Geologists measure the gold in the drill core, and engineers use the results to plan the mine's development. The ore is stockpiled on the surface. A front-end loader feeds it into the processing plant that crushes and grinds the ore to extract the gold. The primary crusher reduces the ore to approximately 10 centimetres. A secondary crusher reduces it to less than 2 centimetres. We then grind the ore in a ball mill, a long rotating cylinder which contains 9 centimetre diameter steel balls that break the ore down to 1/10 of a millimetre. The ore particles are now small enough that the specks of gold are exposed on their surface. We dissolve the gold in a weak solution of cyanide mixed with air in 6 large tanks, each containing about 1 million litres. Activated carbon is then added. This has a porous surface to which the dissolved gold will adhere. By screening the liquid through a mesh, we recover the carbon particles loaded with gold. The remaining material is thickened and treated before we store it. The absorbed gold is stripped off the carbon in a process called elution, producing a high concentrated gold solution. This solution is then passed through an electrowinning cell, where the gold deposits on the surface as steel wool cathodes. A layer of gold is deposited on the steel wool through electrolysis. This recovery method is called electrowinning. We combine the steel wool, now coated with gold, with fluxes or reducing agents, and smelt it at over 1,150 degrees Celsius for several hours. Then comes the glamorous moment when the molten gold is poured into a series of cascading moulds. The resulting bars are around 87% gold. The rest is mostly silver. Each bar weighs around 14 kilograms and is worth about $1 million. They are sent off-site to be further refined to 99.9% gold.